Life without plastic would be much different than it is today. Plastic provides a number of benefits to the human race that all helped people live a longer, healthier life. Whether it's medical devices, prescription pills, or fresh cut produce, there's plastic in our lives daily, and it provides way more benefits than I think are negative. Plastic is often looked at in a really bad light. It's something that's abundant, and really plastic is the first thing that people think about when it comes to pollution. We can't disregard that there's plenty of opportunity to make a difference right now in how we manage plastic. Believing that the complete eradication of plastic is something that we should be pushing towards in the short term is just not viable. So everything that we can focus on right now really has to do with dealing with the plastic that's already here. Our population is not ready to live without plastic, and that's not happening anytime soon.
We've been buying recyclables from the Dominican Republic for many years, and essentially going there, seeing it, understanding the lack of recycling infrastructure really hit a deep chord. We grew up in an environment where you have recycling in this country, where you can get your bottles and cans at your business or your houses recycled. It doesn't exist in the Dominican Republic. Even the most affluent people, most affluent businesses do not have a normal recycling supply chain, and it breaks your heart.
You have a country of almost 15 million people, and you don't have any formal recycling infrastructure there besides one managed landfill in the whole country. And so we see this as our call to action, wherein there's less than 10% recycling rates, and it's 800 miles away from the United States, and how we can tackle that problem to take our U.S. recycling knowledge that we've gained through over 100 years of doing this and apply some of those best practices to the Dominican recycling economy to integrate these materials back into the supply chain for large brands and corporations throughout North America, and trying to make a difference in the world through the circular economy approach.
Within the Dominican Republic, Ocean Recovery Group's network of collectors gathers discarded plastic within 50 kilometers of the ocean. This includes beaches, waterways, and other areas at risk of plastic pollution. In the processing stage, the plastic undergoes collecting, washing, shredding, and preparation to become feedstock, facilitating its recycling back into the supply chain. With this process and the recent attention brought to the ocean plastic crisis, it is our objective to help brands move more recycled ocean-bound plastic into the manufacturing process. Some of the largest name brands have pledged to minimize, if not completely remove, virgin plastics from this supply chain. And Ocean Recovery Group provides an opportunity to not only find space for ocean plastic cleanups in a business-forward industry, but also to build a circular economy that works while cleaning the environment.
Resource optimization and waste management infrastructure are key parts of a circular economy approach, and that's really our specialty. We've invested in both collection of these materials to make sure that they're reused. Many of these materials would otherwise be left into that environment. Additionally, we try to find different uses and applications for these materials, working with all different types of products in the health and beauty world, in the food packaging world, and many other CPGs and other types of brands to fit their needs and to make it so that these materials don't get left in the environment, but rather get reused through this circular approach.
I believe there's a lot of people that look for a silver bullet solution, and they try to find a simple way to have the plastic crisis go away. We believe that the only way that the plastic crisis in our oceans gets any better in the short term is by really investing in the infrastructure closest to where these waterways are. A Global is a custom packaging design firm that also specializes in supply chain solutions. We excel at front-end packaging development all the way through manufacturing process to inventory management and last-mile deliveries. Ocean-bound plastics are any plastic that is near a waterway or an ocean that might be at risk of actually making its way into that waterway if there's not some sort of intervention and/or waste management infrastructure to prevent it. The flake taken from our processing facility in the Dominican Republic is brought to Miami, and we use this material as an input to blend with other recycled materials to make the child-resistant products that you see here. In this journey of taking recycled materials from a beach in the Dominican Republic and creating new products, one shining example is our Ocean Recovery Easy Lock package that is used to provide a child-resistant mechanism for the cannabis industry. Each Easy Lock Ocean Recovery Group tray funds the collection of over 35 grams of plastic through our partnership with Repurpose Global. So every tray that we manufacture is actually funding the collection of 2x the amount of plastic material that's in the tray. The plastic negative certification with Repurpose Global is really aided by our comprehensive tracking and data analysis that we provide our customers. Every customer that is in this product has access to the data of how many units are sold, and that information is passed through a third-party Repurpose Global so that our customers have the ability to really take part in a sustainability mission while not sacrificing their own supply chain stability.
Our partnership demonstrates that synergies can exist between low-tech recycling methods and high-tech production of sustainable plastics.
We're actively sending a message that ordinary companies like ourselves can make investments that make meaningful changes in waste management infrastructure today. NAPCO is a great example of a packaging company that can take recycled materials and mix that into their normal supply chain. NAPCO has been around for over 50 years, specializing in different types of paperboard manufacturing, and we did a pretty extensive search to find a company that not only had the capabilities of using paperboard materials, but that we could integrate different recycled plastic components to make child-resistant products for various industries. NAPCO has been very willing to adapt their manufacturing processes to use our recycled materials, and over the course of the last 12 to 18 months, we've really found ways to integrate materials that have no difference than virgin materials.
I think what's unique here is that we've taken the processes that AE Global and 4G Recycling has developed. We're taking these recycled materials, which keeps from taking virgin materials and using those for the same products. The misconception sometimes is that recycled materials are taken out of the environment and used, but it doesn't necessarily work well. And here we're building the infrastructure in collaboration with AE Global to build this system where we can incorporate these new products on a continual basis. We are in a continual collaboration process with our customers and also with our supplier base. And in that, we have a special emphasis on how do we utilize recycled materials, not only that's already in the environment, but also the products the waste that we're producing. And how do we collectively work together in developing these new products on a continuous basis.
Today, 4G is one of the top 5 largest private recyclers in North America. This means the businesses we work with make recycling a priority in the same way that 4G does. Ocean Recovery Group, on the other hand, is changing the way recycling operates abroad. We're seeing tangible differences here at home in the USA and at countries all around the world like the Dominican Republic. In many of these emerging markets, they do not have the means to dispose of waste in a sustainable way. That's where we come in, raising awareness on the impact of business movements towards sustainable practices.
We believe our platform is a leader in sustainability. It allows our customers to not only invest in waste management infrastructure, but also continues to give them the flexibility and supply chain stability that they desire. I feel very proud of what AE Global and the Ocean Recovery Group has been able to accomplish in such a short period of time. We are able to intercept products and packages before they get into the oceans. It's a pretty incredible feeling to know that we can find discarded items and turn them into something that can be manufactured and sold again.